Shrimp are protected by a rigid exoskeleton that does not expand as they grow. Because of this, they must periodically shed their shell and form a new, larger one in order to continue growing and maintain healthy tissues. This shedding process is called molting. Molting serves several critical purposes. The first purpose is growth. Because the exoskeleton cannot stretch, molting is the only way a shrimp can increase in size. Baby Neocaridina shrimp molt very frequently, sometimes every few days. Juveniles typically molt every 1 to 2 weeks, while adults molt every 3 to 4 weeks. Amano shrimp generally follow a similar pattern, but once they reach full adult size, they usually molt every 5 to 6 weeks. Adult bamboo shrimp typically molt every 4 to 8 weeks. Younger bamboo shrimp may molt a bit more often, but nowhere near the rapid schedule seen in Neocaridina shrimp. Vampire shrimp are much slower growers and may only molt once every few months. The second purpose is regeneration. Molting also allows shrimp to regenerate damaged or lost body parts. When a limb is lost or severely damaged, the wound seals itself and a small mass of regenerative tissue forms at the stump. This tissue remains small and folded beneath the exoskeleton until the next molt. At the next successful molt, the shrimp sheds its old shell and the partially formed limb emerges larger and more developed. With each subsequent molt, the limb continues to grow and become more functional until it's close to normal size. The third purpose is reproduction. A male shrimp can only mate with a female during a short window immediately after she molts. Once the female sheds her shell, she releases pheromones into the water to attract males. This is why you'll sometimes see shrimp swimming around your tank in a frenzy, because you're actively searching for her. During this period, the female's shell is soft, her reproductive openings are accessible, and she is sexually receptive. She's also extremely vulnerable at this stage, which is why maintaining a proper 1 male to 3 female ratio is so important. Having too many males can overwhelm and stress the female, and in some cases, the stress can even lead to death. A balanced ratio helps reduce that pressure and keeps the breeding process safer for her. It's also important to note that if mating does not occur during the short window, which is rare, the female will not become buried and must wait until her next molt to restart the reproduction cycle. The fourth purpose is health. When a shrimp molts, the new exoskeleton is free of parasites, damage, and shell-related infections. This fresh shell gives the shrimp a clean slate and helps support long-term health. At one point, several of my shrimp developed rust disease, which is a bacterial infection that breaks down the exoskeleton. It appears as rust-colored spots on the shell, and if left untreated can lead to reduced feeding, limb loss, shell erosion, internal organ damage, and eventually death. I was fortunate that Marked Shrimp Tanks noticed the disease in one of my videos and brought it to my attention. I followed a hydrogen peroxide treatment guide he had shared, and once my shrimp successfully molted, they looked almost brand new. If you'd like to keep that video for reference, I'll leave a link for it in the description below. It genuinely saved my shrimp, and you never know when you might need it.